Spiritual warfare. For ages, across history, even today, there has been a spiritual war playing out. Hidden in plain sight, Negus is Ace Macio, the Divine One. So I've been observing this conflict going on. I'm talking about what's going on in the Middle East over the past couple of years and how we almost just got to World War III. When I saw there was missiles in Iran and then missiles in Tel Aviv and then seeing the images, one name just came to mind. Ishtar, who has a form as a goddess of warfare, goddess of war and love. And see, the reason she's relevant in this context is this, because this is the war. Understand, the goddess Ishtar, Astarte, comes from a pantheon of gods and goddesses from Mesopotamia and Sumeria and Assyrian. These lands sit right between, if not covering both Israel and Iran. Definitely in the middle though. The pantheon is a crucial detail because we are dealing with a polytheistic nature and culture. And we're talking about the spirits of the land here. We're talking about the spirits of the land. Today you have countries, ideologies, warring and killing one another behind or in belief of one. Whether we're talking Jehovah, Yahweh, Allah, monotheistic. Keep in mind, we're talking the spiritual. This is another layer of reality. I may be telling you about today, but now we have to go back in history so you have some better context. Let's go back to Egypt and the prophecy of the fall. Because see, you understand, the Egyptians, the Kemites knew they were going to fall. That is why they built the pyramids, to let you know they was there. That was why they did the temples, put them on the walls to let you know they were here. Top flexers. But understand, they began as a pantheon of deities. It was when Amenhotep IV, aka Akhenaten, had shifted the culture from polytheistic, from the ancient pantheon with Heru, Isis, Aset, Osar, Sekhmet, Bastet, Khonsu, Thoth, Tahuti, Anubis. He went from this polytheistic culture and went monotheistic and went with Aten, which Aten was the solar disk, the sun, just the sun, or we could say the principle. Because see, in the mystery schools, in the occult side of the pantheon and the system, all of the gods were, you could say, were aspects of Ra, children of Ra. Well, not everyone, because some were self-formed. This is where we get like that occult principle of you are all the gods. All the spirits are aspects of you. But it really goes deeper. But as I continue. So Egypt goes monotheistic. They're now with Aten. Now, what's crazy is Akhenaten's son, King Tut, although young, he reversed. Hold on a sec. I just realized something. While he was king as a young man, he reversed and went back to the traditions, restoring the pantheon. I'm starting to think whatever court was at stake, because he was so young, actually reinstated this culture. Just something else to think about here. Because it was only a matter of time. We would get Cleopatra, then the control by the Greeks, then the burning of the Library of Alexandria, which the Greeks too also had their pantheon. But peep game, the Egyptians, the Kemites, had shared their knowledge with them. Why can every Greek god be translated to an Egyptian one? Thoth, Hermes, just the messenger. Now let's fast forward through history. We're going to go into the Roman Empire, following the Greeks, the Holy Roman Empire. So peep, Rome had started as one empire, and they had split into what we could say was two parties, Eastern and the Western Roman Empire. The Eastern Empire will go on to become the Byzantine Empire. The West will go on to become the Holy Roman Empire. From the Holy Romans, before I continue, the Romans at this point is when we had Christianity. And the Romans were after the fall of Greece. Keeping up with the timeline? So here with the Roman Catholic Church now, we're in the 11th century. We have the Crusades. Like the Library of Alexandria, here they go getting rid of ancient cultures, lots of pagan cultures, which not only did they do that, they were also trying to claim the lands of Jerusalem. Israel comes up again. And who were they also fighting at the time? Muslims. They were fighting against Muslims and the spread of Islam. It's funny how history repeats itself. Me personally, I haven't delved into Islam and its principles. When it comes to Allah, I know arm, legs, leg, arm, and head. Allah is you. Now that may be dangerous to say, but I also say when we talk about God, we're talking about you. But I will go and research more so I can actually be of knowledge on these principles and understand where they're coming from. Because also I have a couple spirits that have been saying, hey, peep the Quran. Arabic is a beautiful language. Like Sanskrit, like English as well, another magical language. There's power in all these systems. As well, the power is in you. All of this war is a form of distraction, a test to make you pick a side. But remember, the spirits of the land, we must be in the middle. Ishtar. Why can we not recognize and just acknowledge one another and respect one another? Allow one another to coexist. This is a planet of many realms, of many people, many systems. It has always been that way. Or is it just nature? Survival of the fittest. The only thing is, we're not just animals. Man is the true apex predator on this planet. How is it we keep growing and are the only ones to not go extinct? And what's crazy is we could be even greater. Shout out Lucifuge, and shout out Azazel and Ishtar Astarte Astroff. For this is spiritual history unfolding. Human history is very interesting, very telling, very foretelling. The question is, though, what would you do if you could change your fate? If you could change prophecy? We'll discuss more spiritual history soon and the prophecy of the fall. Until then, see.